It's Monday, August 21st, 2023. We had a 3-0 sweep last video. Can we do 3-0 again today? Tap into the free 3 and let's find out. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day as we just try to get to the bag and make some money. Last video, like I said earlier, we swept the board 3-0 on the day, cashing on the Braves run line, cashing on the Astros and Mariners NRFI, and we also cashing our 3-leg player prop hitter parlay. Mookie Betts gets it done. Corey Seager gets it done. Julio Rodriguez been getting it done all weekend for us. Plus 140 odds on that winner to sweep the board, baby. We love to see it. Year-to-date record right here. We're still crushing it in the month of August. We're heating up heading into college football season just like I wanted, baby. So in today's video, I've got a money line, I've got a NRFI, and I've got another hitter parlay for you. So make sure you stay through the entire video so you can get all three of these picks because I'm feeling real good about this slate. And if you could just drop a like and a subscribe to the channel, I'd greatly appreciate it as it helps support the algorithm. And trust me, we want to get these plays out to more people because they're free and they cash in. So let's dive into our first best bet of the day. For my first best bet of the day, I'm going with the money line, and I'm taking the Cubs on the money line, minus 135 odds on Bovada. And in this matchup, we've got Javier Assad versus Alex Faedo on the mound. And truthfully, this is just a very big situational spot for the Cubs, as they find themselves 3 games back in a very tight NL Central race. And after winning 2 of the last 3 over the weekend against the Royals, I bet you the Cubs thought they were going to make up ground in that NL Central race against the Brewers, because the Brewers were headed to Texas to face the Red Hot Rangers. I don't think anybody could predict it. I couldn't even predict. I lost on them one time over the weekend that the Rangers were going to get swept by the Brewers. So because the Brewers end up sweeping the Rangers, the Brewers actually gained 1 game over the weekend over the Cubs. So I think the Cubs are looking at this game today against a Detroit Tigers team that's truthfully not in the playoff hunt at all. And they look at this matchup and they say, we got to win this if we're trying to stay competitive, because we're trying to win this NL Central. And don't forget about the Reds, who are right there on their tail as well. So I just really like the situational spot that we have in this matchup and the fact that we're getting at pretty good value. And I will be honest with you, both of these pitchers are not my favorite guys to back, but I think Assad is a little bit more consistent than Faedo has been, and I definitely trust the Cubs offense a whole lot more than I trust the Tigers offense. Now, Faedo is coming off a good start against the Twins, where he gave up 1 hit in 5 innings of work for the Tigers. He went 6 strikeouts in that matchup as well, but the thing that really stands out to me when I dive into his numbers a little bit more is that, 1, he struggles with the home run ball. He's given about 1.79 home runs per 9 innings, and we've seen the Cubs crush the ball all year, especially Cody Bellinger, absolutely on fire, right? Another thing that I see that's a big glaring point for me is that when Faedo faces good offenses, he struggles. Against the Jays earlier this year, 3 2/3 innings, 7 earned runs. Against the Rangers earlier this year, 4 1/3 innings, 6 earned runs. So now you're telling me he has to face a Cubs team that is batting 2nd in team OPS and 2nd in isolated power in the entire majors against right-handed pitchers over the last month. That's really tough for me to back. And then truthfully, like I said, Assad might give up 1 or 2 runs in this matchup. I really like the fact that the Cubs have not only something to play for, but their offense has been absolutely on fire, and they've been winning several different ways, not only through the long ball with Bellinger, but through the dink and dunk hitting with Hornier and Swanson, some of the other guys that they have in that lineup. And then I also like to see the fact that they've taken advantage of opportunities, especially on the road. And Faedo struggled at home this year for the Tigers, 6.16 ERA compared to a 3.07 ERA on the road. So you hate to see that. I think all the numbers and all the things are telling me today to take the Cubs on the money line at pretty good value at minus 135. They've been hot. They know that they have to keep playing tough baseball to continue to make a run in the NL Central race, or at least secure down one of those wild card spots. So give me the Cubs on the money line as my first best bet of the day. Now for my second best bet of the day, I'm going with the NRFI, and I'm staying in that Tigers and Cubs matchup. Odds minus 120 on Bovada, and I really like the odds that we get on NRFIs nowadays because they haven't been as consistent. So if you've been losing on NRFIs, I know exactly how you feel. That's why this should never be one of those bets that you put the entire house on, but this is something that you can sprinkle a little bit here and there, so this way can help build your bankroll. And if you want to learn a little bit more about that, make sure you click the link in the description below about this NRFI video that I just dropped last week. You definitely want to check that out because this is the exact process that I go through when I'm choosing my NRFIs. And this year we've been pretty successful on NRFIs, hitting about 60-65% on them. Not as successful as we've been in the past, but trust me, we still love to cash in those NRFIs. And I think today's a good opportunity because Javier Assad, 4-0 on NRFIs this year. Alex Faedo, 8-1 on NRFIs this year, including hitting his last 8 in a row. So both of these guys have been really strong on NRFIs this year, and that's one of the things that I look at. And then on the other side, both of these offenses are kind of one of the slower starting offenses. The Tigers are 75% NRFI NRFI success rate, so they're not a big first inning scoring team. The Cubs are a little bit worse at 72% NRFI success rate, but this is the biggest thing. Both of these teams have been scoring a lot of runs in the first inning of late. Tigers have gone 3 straight games where they scored a run in the first inning. The Cubs have gone 2 straight games where they scored a run in the first inning. So you're probably saying, no, but why are you going to take the NRFI? Both of these teams have been scoring runs in the first inning. Because they typically are not first inning scoring teams. If you look at their numbers, like I said, over 70%, that tells you that right now, I think this is the outlier time, and I'm expecting some aggression compared to these numbers. What I mean by that is they've been going over. I'm expecting this one to go under, and both of these pitchers have been really strong on the NRFI this year, so I think it's worth a little sprinkle and a chance here. So give me Javier Assad, Alex Faedo, Tigers and Cubs on the NRFI minus 120. Pretty good value as our second best bet of the day. For our third and final best bet of the day, you guys know I'm going with the 3-leg player prop hitter parlay. 3 guys who have been absolutely on fire, and I'm going to continue riding them paws until they stop hitting that ball, bro. All right, so we got Jose Altuve, we've got Austin Riley, and we've got Julio Rodriguez, all to get 1 hit, plus 139 odds on Bovada. Make sure you shop around so you get the best odds there. Let's start with Jose Altuve. Been absolutely crushing the ball of late. 1+ hit in 19 of his last 21 games, batting .325 against left-handed pitchers this year. He's also had a lot of success against James Paxton in the past, which is one of those things I love to look for. Batting .324 against Paxton in 40 plate appearances, so plenty of volume there, including 2 home runs. So you love to see that. But this is a guy who's batting .300 over the last 7 days, 15 days. He's been absolutely on fire with this Astros offense. Jose Altuve should be able to get us 1 hit today against James Paxton as the first leg of the parlay. Now, in the second leg of the parlay, Austin Riley's been another guy who's been absolutely in great form. 1+ hit in 21 of the last 25 games, and he's got a favorable pitching matchup against Peterson today, who's going to have 10.4 hits per 9 innings, which is a very high hit rate. And he's also faced Peterson 20 times and is batting .444 against him. So batting over 400 against a guy that you face in over 20 plate appearances, you can't go wrong with that. Like, that's why I love these hitter parlays, because there's a lot of data backing behind some of these picks, and these guys are literally consistently getting 1 hit, just not every day, almost every day. So Austin Riley should be able to get it done against the Mets today, and he's at home. So give me Austin Riley to get it with hit, Altuve to get a hit, and then we're going to throw Julio Rodriguez in there. Ain't no reason to give you a whole rundown on this guy. Absolutely on fire over the past weekend. Broke the MLB record for the most hits in a 4-game span. I mean, absolutely killing it. 4+ hits in 4 of the last 5 games. He's been getting a lot of volume because the Mariners have been scoring a ton of runs. He's had at least 5 at-bats in 10 straight games, and he's had at least 1 hit in 22 of the last 25 games. I'm not going to go against the guy who's been absolutely on fire, batting .568 over the last 7 days, Julio Rodriguez has, batting over .450 in the last 15 games. That is just an absolutely fuego piece of batting that right there, man. So I want to be able to back him today. So give me Julio Rodriguez, Jose Altuve, Austin Riley, plus 140 odds if you parlay all 3 of those together as our last and final best bet of the day. Well, that's it for me today, my friends. 3 picks that I really love. I think we can get this Monday started off the right way, sweeping the board. 3 picks that I think that should be able to cash. And as always, make sure you click the link in the bio so you can join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date on all the other picks that I'm going to be putting out today. I'm really trying to conserve the bankroll and build the bankroll slowly, building into college football season. That's going to be coming up next week, so make sure you guys are being prepared for that. So let's continue to make that bread together. Let's continue to make that money. And as always, dictate your fate. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Cash in on those winners. Drop that comment below the picks that you're taking so this way I can tell you as well. All right, my friends, let's make some money, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Later.